Peace, divine beings. Giorgio here with another video, and this one's going to be a very interesting subject, but I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible, and this is probably just going to be a part one because I don't know how to keep it short. So, what is this video all about? What is this video all about? Old paradigms and the cognitive dissonance that follows. Okay? So what do I mean when I say old paradigms? I'm talking about old belief systems, old ways of doing things, old ways of believing, old ways of using your abilities and your powers, and the cognitive dissonance that follows, the disbelief in the new reality or the new paradigm or the new shift in consciousness or the new possibilities of consciousness. And what we're dealing with here is a battle for the truth. Now, what I will say, and I'll say it again in another video that's going to be coming soon also, which is going to be titled Astrology, Is That You? And I'm going to be talking about cognitive dissonance in there, but I have to talk about this because there's so many old paradigms, and I'm not going to call out nobody's belief systems. I'm not going to call out what you believe in, but if we're in a shift in consciousness, because everybody's like, this is the grand awakening, this is the mass awakening, everybody is awakening, everybody is getting back to self. My favorite line that I hear from the sleep that I call them, everybody's getting back to self, but who is self? And that is the golden question. But how do you know who self is if everybody's constantly telling you who you are? Old paradigms and the cognitive dissonance that follows. So if you have a being that wants to step outside of the norm, they get lashed out at. The rocks get thrown at them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comes for their head because they're like, yo, you can't believe this way. This can't be it. This has always been, so it will always be true because of you. And I'm not saying we gotta kill off the old paradigms. I'm not telling anybody not to believe in any of the old paradigms. I'm not gonna go into detail in this video because it's just the intro to it might be the cognitive dissonance series, because there's a lot of cognitive dissonance going on, but people will tell you left and right. You are a god and you create your own reality. Y'all gonna hear me repeat this a lot until y'all get it. You will hear beings say that all day long. This is your reality. You create your world. You create what it's gonna be like. You create how it is. Your magic works how you want it to work, all while telling you that you must believe this way for your magic to work. If I am an unlimited, all-knowing being, why can't I exist outside of the norm of what spirituality looks like? Because if that's what spirituality is over there with that big group of people, like I said, I ain't even finna get into specifics. Over there with that big group of people, if that's what spirituality looks like, I want no parts in it. I want no parts because I can see the downfall of it all. Because if consciousness is constantly upgrading, because consciousness never dies, we never die, we really are unlimited beings. If consciousness is constantly growing and developing a newness, and then that newness becomes old, and then it creates another new, then that means the old paradigms will be washed away. Well, not washed away, but they will be put on the back burner while we introduce new consciousness, which is another video that I'm going to be doing. And I wanted to do this video simply because I'm tired of it. I can't even lie. I can't hide it. I can't try to act all extra peaceful about it and love all over it. And no, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it because a lot of beings will tell you left and right. You know, they put us in a box from the beginning. Excuse me. Since the time you were born, they put you in a box. Since the time you got here, you've been in a box. But they only mean that on certain things. They will go head to head with a religious person and say, your religion is poisoning our people, all while creating a religion out of their belief system. So is it Is it, because that's a whole nother video too, because it's going to be religion in the new paradigm. I'm giving y'all, you know, a prefix of what is to come. Why are we so hell-bent on keeping our old belief system? Some people say it's hard to let go of that old stuff. You know, you've been rocking with it for so long. It's hard to just let that go. And that's not what I'm saying. Although that's how I get down, I will just drop it all together. Ain't no let me build away from it. Let me step away from it slowly but surely like a bad habit. Because if that's what you think, if you feel like you don't agree with the paradigm that you believe in, and yet you feel like you can't step away from it, then that paradigm is feeding on you. Get me, understand me, understand me. That paradigm is feeding on you because you don't 100% agree with it. But some beings will say, oh, I'm just gathering knowledge. But you're all knowing. That means you already have it. You already have the knowledge. You are not going to learn anything new. Because everything that's new is already within you. You already have the magic. You already have the spell work ability. You already have the ritual ability. You already have the ability to invoke anything that you want in your reality. And I'm not talking about it like these little fairies. I'm gonna call y'all fairies, little light workers, wannabes. Like you. I'm not finna sprinkle no fairy dust on. I'm not gonna say whatever you think your reality will become. I'm not even finna go there. We gonna go deeper than that because that's just whimsically said. And you believe, okay, so that's how it works, not understanding the order of things and how we've been shifted into the new paradigm. This mass awakening is a mass sleep ceremony. A lot of beings are going back to sleep. They think they are awakening because they escaped one hell, not understanding that they're stepping out of a small hell into a bigger hell, a messy hell, a confusing hell. Because if we all have our own realities, then please tell me how that reality applies to mine if I say that it doesn't. If I say it has nothing to do with me, then it has nothing to do with me. And when you come to a person that says, I don't believe in that, or I want no parts in that, I don't believe in that for my reality, and you come to them and you say, oh, well, this is the way it is. This is how it's always been. This is how our ancestors did it. This is how the indigenous beings did it. If you say that to a person that refuses to believe in what you believe in, you have just spiritually attacked a person. You're trying to force a belief system onto them while hoping that they don't snap about it. Hopefully that they agree so that you can further get evidence of what you partially believe in. Because if what you believe in is so solid, you will not need another being to believe in it for it to be true in your reality. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm tripping. Tell me I'm on one. I don't give not one fuck. Okay? Like, we are in a time where everybody is going to have to know themselves. How can you know if you're still studying? Knowing is not research. Knowing is the next step to application. Knowing is not learning. Learning is trying to figure out whether you know or not. So while you're talking about, oh, they're still teaching me something, I pick up little gems here and there, it's reminding me of who I am, you never needed a reminder in the first place. You came here fully equipped. And once you broke away from that old paradigm that you were serving, which was for most religion, any religion, Christianity, the Muslim religion, Catholics, whatever, you know, you come from a religious background. I come from a religious background. So if you get out of that one and all of a sudden you feel free, and then you start doing to yourself exactly what they did to you when you were growing up. You sit down in front of a text or your computer screen and you research, or what I call deprogramming. Because you don't need a reminder of who you are. You already know who you are. You're just trying to find a place amongst the collective, which is another video that I'm going to be doing. Because it needs to be said. I can't hold this in any longer. I can't act like it doesn't bother me, because it does. Because we talk about how the system and the man and the Illuminati and the government, the president, our families, our cousins, our friends, all of them are trying to program us. They're trying to take me away from my spirituality, and you're the one taking yourself away from your spirituality. If you are God, you are without definition. So everything that you placed on yourself try to define you is a limitation on your power. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It's a complete limitation on your power. How dare you limit your power and then holler about an oppressor outside of yourself? You're oppressing yourself. How deep do you believe in what you believe in? Because if you quote unquote awakened and you thought, oh heck yeah, all of this new information, all of this, oh my God, I am unlimited, I am powerful, I am a God, I am a most high, I am a deity, I am an ascended master. If you are a master, why are you still in school? You know, people always say life is learning, life is learning, life is learning. Life is shedding. Life is tearing away of all that old crap, the old paradigms. And people will tell you left and right, up and down, all the way around, that you must believe this way or act like this or move like this to be spiritual. What the fuck does that mean? Again, that's a spiritual attack. And I take those serious. Like I take them like you threatened my life, because truthfully you did. You threatened my spiritual essence. If I let you define me, then how can I say I know myself? No, I don't know myself. I know who you told me I was. You get me? And it's been happening from the jump. Most people were born with two systems holding them down. Both systems they knew nothing about, yet they agreed to because they trusted the word of their so-called oppressor. So this whole know thyself movement is fake. It's false. And y'all can get mad. Y'all can be angry with me. Feel how you feel. At least you feel something. But can you say you feel that way because it's your belief, or is that you, or do you feel that way because you were taught to believe that way? Which means you were taught to feel that way, which means you were taught to think that way, to pray that way, to act that way, to move that way. You were taught who you were, all while you sitting here trying to tell the rest of the conscious world, know thyself. Come on now. Come on now. I'm saying something here. I'm saying, and it's because beings are afraid to step into that whole self. Your whole self is amazing. Your gifts work differently from another person's gifts. The way you think works differently than from what another person thinks, but you keep looking at the collective and this fake ass oneness consciousness that everybody is preaching in the wrong manner. You look at it like that, so you feel that's my brother, that's my sister. You know, that's my soul family over there, and if they believe like that, I trust how they believe. You can coexist with different beliefs, because the goal of belief is not to try to bounce it off of someone else. The goal of belief is to believe. If I need you to believe in what I believe in, that means I don't believe in what I believe in, which means I don't deserve any of the fruits therein of that spiritual system or that modality. Come on, y'all. Are you a god or not? Are you woke or not? Because that's what everybody walking around saying. I'm woke. I'm woke. I'm woke. Nah, homie, you sleep. You sleep. And then you sleep talking. You sleep walking and sleep talking. This is the way it is. This is the way that, and when somebody when a person like Giorgio comes up to you and we having a nice deep conversation and I tell you I don't believe in what you talking about, you get offended. How could you not believe this way? Instead of saying that's fine, you're allowed to believe how you want to believe. It's because you don't even believe in what you believe in. You are still in the learning phase. We are out of the age of learning. People be like, this is the age of information. This is the age of confusion. If all would be brought to light, this is the age of confusion, because all that you are has always been brought to light. When you were old enough to say, I want to get to know me for me, and that's it, you are now held accountable for your journey. I'm not going to tell you what you believe in is wrong. I'm not going to tell you what you believe in is right. I'm not going to agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. If I disagree with you, I don't believe in what I believe in. Y'all get me? This has become a problem in the conscious community. And that's a whole nother video for the conscious community. And I know people will be mad at me. People will be confused. People will be angry. People will stop talking to me. And I want you to know that Giorgio don't give not one damn how you feel about it. Because as I do my spiritual work, when I do readings for people, I see that sometimes the biggest issue is not having knowledge of self. So my goal is to awaken them to their unlimited nature, not their limited nature. And that's what some of these spiritualists are doing. And I'm talking about people with these YouTube accounts. They got millions of followers, and these people flock like droves to hear their advice or hear the knowledge that they're bringing to the people. But is it really knowledge? Is it really truth? Is it really what it's supposed to be? Because you are not here to gather knowledge. I'm gonna say it one more time. You are not here to gather knowledge. You are here to apply knowledge. You came here to apply the knowledge that you were incarnated with so you can cultivate more soul energy. This is a very low, dense place. This was the best place to practice magic. Because in the higher realms, it's instant. Here, and it's not about learning until you get back home, because you're gonna take what you applied here back home to your home realm, heaven, your heavenly realm, your home realm where you came from. You're gonna take this knowledge that you've applied here, take it back to the lab in a sense, and study how you can shift into new consciousness. The world is in chaos because we all keep trying to reflect off of each other. Nobody here is my reflection. Nobody, not one. And that's disturbing to people because they don't understand how calling someone your reflection is spell work. It's spell work. If I say that you're my reflection, that means all that you are is all that I am, and that's not true. That's not true, because some of the things you are, I am not, which means we are not the same. Yes, we may have similarities, but even our similarities aren't the same. People don't take it deep enough mentally. They keep it surface level and then wonder why all of their magic is still surface level. If you're trying to go deeper, if you're trying to figure out who you really are, you have to let go, at least for a little while, let go of the old paradigms so you could sit with the essence of the source while you remember who you are. I love when I give a being a reading and I just send them a little reminder, like, you do know just how unlimited you are, right? Like, and that's where I'm gonna stop this at, because this is only supposed to be a part one. I have to make it the whole cognitive dissonance series, because cognitive dissonance is dangerous. People say, oh, y'all, I know people attack religion so crazy. Y'all don't want to let go of that Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to let go of that belief system. Y'all don't want to drop that Bible. Y'all call it cognitive dissonance. And y'all attack religious people for their belief systems, but you have cognitive dissonance yourself. Because if religion is old, although along a timeline with as old as we really are, religion is fairly new. So your belief system is a little older than religion. So who really has, or who's really walking around with cognitive dissonance? Who's really walking around in that mindset? I'll never let it go. talking about I need to remember who I was. Who you were is who you are now. No lie. You just have not taken the time to sit with yourself and listen to your own magic. But if you're having trouble with that, that's what I'm here for. If you're seeking that deepness within yourself and you're having trouble, and I mean if you're really having trouble and you're having trouble accepting all that you are, book a reading today. Don't hesitate, don't wait on it, because what's going on is we think we can wait on our divinity when really our divinity is waiting on us. When are you going to decide to be all that you are and stop letting people tell you who you are not? You know? So book your readings with me today. Get your soul scopes. The soul scopes help you examine the best energies or the energies of the day and the best way to move about them. Everybody has their own personal soul scope, and it has nothing to do with astrology. I have to be clear. It has nothing to do with astrology. Book your readings today. A lot of people are developing their twin flame or soulmate relationship. Book a reading so we can really get into it, because we're coming into a time now where we can't really even pray. That was deep. We are coming to a time where we can't play about it. Everything has to be in order. Everything has to be in alignment. How many times are you going to keep repeating the same lesson? You know, you tell yourself, I'm just learning my lessons. It's all about being real and honest and authentic with yourself first before you try to reach out to learn anything, because you might already have the knowledge, the way that you bring the knowledge or the way that you apply the knowledge. But when you go talk to somebody else about your knowledge and they feed you their own beliefs, instead of pouring into you and all that you are, they're bringing you into a place of confusion. Now you got to go sit back in the classroom. You graduated many lifetimes ago. Many lifetimes ago. And we can blame an oppressor. We can blame the government for brainwashing us. We can do all of that. But this video is evidence that you can break away from that. And you can step into your own unlimited power. So, I love you all. And don't forget to love yourself. And when I say love yourself, I mean love yourself so much that everything that is not you has to die. Everything that is not you has to go away. Everything that is not you has to give up. It has to let go, because it's not doing anything for your life. And again, I love you all. Don't forget to love yourself. And book your readings today. Don't hesitate. Let's get it done. Let's heal for real. This is what I was sent for. I don't only teach. I'm a healer. I do readings. I do energy work. Whatever it is that you need, let me know and we'll go over the details. And I take this serious. This isn't some whimsical psychic that you can go to at the little psychic shops and you pay like $20 and y'all talk for 15 minutes. No, this is deeper than that. 15 minutes ain't long enough. Time don't exist when I'm working. Trust me. So, get in contact with me. Get in contact with me. Let's work. Let's heal. Let's grow. Let's all come into our own so we can come together and create anew. Again, I love you all. And don't forget to love yourself.